Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers.
Welcome to the Wayne Gretzky episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, Double Dose. I'm Nathan. Sit over here on my right. It's Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, how are you? How was your first week of NFL football? How was your last week in general? Just how are you? Just checking in on you as a person, as a human, as a beautiful soul.
You beautiful soul. Name it. Name the guy.
One hit wonder.
Definitely not.
Aaron Carter?
I think so.
No, it's definitely another
You're
guy.
the one I want to take.
You're the one I want.
It's definitely Aaron Carter.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's giving Aaron Carter.
It's giving, but it was a knockoff version.
Someone that we don't know right now is that artist, but someone who I do know right now is Wayne Gretzky because he is a hockey player. He was number 99, which is unbelievable. It has to be Aaron Carter. Is it Jesse McCartney? Is it Jesse McCartney? It's Jesse McCartney, isn't it? Is it Jesse McCartney? Is it?
I don't know.
Is that who you said before?
No, I said it was someone like Jesse
You said Aaron Carter.
McCartney.
You do such a you're an interesting way of doing this. All you have to do is like type in the lyrics. Like
I did, and it came up with the Beatles.
Oh, maybe it's a cover. Could you imagine? Like
Yeah,
this whole
Beautiful Soul, Jesse McCartney.
Oh my God, I was right.
Yeah.
I knew it. Just like literally came
Ding,
over
ding,
me.
ding, you are the winner.
I knew
And
it.
As your prize, you get a pen from Ruby Roses.
Oh, thank you. The pen that's on the table. Perfect. Amazing. I am doing great. My overall mood has been great. I've been riding great.
Mm-hmm.
As I got like riding a high is probably what I meant to say, but I just said riding,
But
which is
that's what happens
so weird. But I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great.
I can't believe I just said that. I'm crying.
Yeah, I think that the audience can maybe tell that you're fibbing a bit
Yeah. Why?
because you're riding great.
I'm right. Yeah, but like obviously, I'm me.
A couple glasses of wine never hurt nobody.
Exactly. A couple glasses of wine is like probably where this gets.
We had a little pizza night, all right, and we had a couple glasses of wine already on glass number 3. So forgive us if we're not making much sense. But if we were making much sense by now, we probably you probably wouldn't be listening, right? And that's what we do on the Double Dose podcast. So we're doing episode 99. We have a reputation to uphold. Other than that, I'm good. I'm tremendous. I'm awesome. Okay.
How are you?
Patriots
like
won.
Weekend wise, yeah. Like this was like a crazy weekend for both of us.
Oh, crazy weekend. Friday night, we went out on the town with Sal and Jackie. Holy smokes, was that a time and a half.
No, literally.
We bopped
literally.
around.
Yes.
Bopped around.
Bop to the top.
Exactly. And then bopped on over. Finished the night at Burrito Man.
Yes.
And so when you finish the night up, when you're sitting at Burrito Man on Avenue A, no, that's not the actual name of the place. We don't even actually know the name of the place. We're just regulars there, and we call him Burrito Man. So there's no actually reason to know the name of the place because we know where it is, we know who it is, and we know what they have. Okay. When you end up there at 2 a.m. in the morning, it's a night.
It's a night for sure.
And then so when you're supposed to get in the car by 8 o'clock and hit the road to get up to the Bean to celebrate one of your best friend's birthdays, you kind of sleep through that alarm.
Yeah, you sleep through the alarm to the point where they're like, it's totally okay if like you're not supposed to do what you're supposed to do on the way up, which is get his favorite pizza. Like if it like is open too early or whatever, and it's like, no, we're gonna be 2 hours late for pickup. Like
Right.
we will be picking up the pizza.
Pickup was established for 1:30. We got there about 11:30.
Yes.
Pickup was supposed to be. We got there approximately at 1:30.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So
And but the pizza was awesome.
yeah, and you know what was even more awesome? The party that Ty had, his little 31st birthday bash.
Oh, not a birthday bash.
Yeah, not a birthday bash, even though there were party hats. So can't say that it's not a birthday with birthday hats, right? Can't say that's not a birthday if there's birthday hats.
My man
involved.
said it wasn't a birthday.
I was
wearing a birthday hat. I'm just gonna.
No, right. But I was wearing a birthday hat. There was pizza. There was cake in the corner. There was
cake.
There was cake like left over, I think, from his actual birthday, but it was still there.
Oh, I wish I had a piece of that.
Yeah. So.
Buyer's remorse.
Yeah. So.
It was an awesome time. That was the vibes. The vibes were high.
Vibes were high, and then kicked it right into football Sunday, which you were like. Seriously, it was Christmas morning for you because it wasn't even like you were like, I want to be on the road by 9:00 so that we can get home and be on the couch for kickoff for the Patriots at 1:00. And of course, like we would have to leave by 9, and it's like 8 something or another. And like I wake up to just I feel you staring at me. Like I'm like, yes. Like this is literally what I woke up to. Like I had just gone to bed a couple hours prior. Like I
2 nights in a row.
Peel my eyes open. Like, is there something you would like to say right now? And you were like, it's time to go. It's football time. I'm like, there's just no way. It's only for football that this happens. So literally peeled myself up out of bed. And like I was like a corpse, like came up, even though you said you were like, don't get up too fast because otherwise you're going to be so dizzy.
That's how you know how well I know you.
No, 100%. Because I was like, to me, like, I'm like, okay, like I'm going to get this sudden burst of rocket ship energy so that we can get the heck out of here. Like I need to convince myself. Like I'm like, okay, like
and it makes sense.
Get the energy inside your mind, body, soul, spirit. And
shoot
so
right up.
Shoot up. And like you literally, like you saw me about to literally shoot up out of bed, and you were like, no, like do not do that right now. And I was like, oh thank God. Like I was a little bit dizzy. I was like on the tilt-a-whirl over there.
And if you actually did shoot up?
Not good. I'd be shooting up more than just that, okay? I'd be puking up. So but on the way home, obviously we had to do as duties do when it comes to Connecticut traffic that we had to face, adversity we had to face. I think I just literally broke my neck when I just said that, but it's fine. It's still on its swivel. The Connecticut traffic came around, and I'm like, let's just do I think they call it a Chinese fire drill. I don't know if that's not.
We did do a Chinese fire drill.
I don't know if that's not kosher anymore. It's 2024, but this is the only literal term that I know how to give to anybody that would know what I was talking about. We were at a stop sign with all of this traffic. The game's about to start. It's like 12:50. I'm like, it's do or die. If you want me to drive, if you want to catch this like first half of the game because of the traffic, you have to get out of the car right now. And you were like, what do I do? What do I do? I was like, you need to get out of the car. And so what we did was literally park the car. I shoot over the console. You run out the other side, and boom, there I was. Just easy, breezy, beautiful.
And I couldn't appreciate you more for that. So I caught every snap, did not miss a snap. At first, I tried to put it like the Patriots radio station on so that I could line it up with what I was watching on the phone. And that didn't work. I couldn't get that lined up. No. It was a nightmare. So I just shut the radio off, and I just listened and watched on the phone. Thank God for NFL Sunday Ticket, by the way.
Why?
Because you can, like, YouTube TV and everything, you just watch it anywhere. And this, like, no. We're not advertising. Like, they don't pay us to say this, obviously. Our studio would probably look a little bit more swanky if they did. But
I feel like our studio is extremely swanky, so
I don't
really know what you have to say about the Double Dose Pod Studios. Here.
I didn't mean no disrespect to the studios.
Yeah, thank you.
Or the production team.
Thank you.
Thanks,
production.
Guys.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can't do it without you.
Thank you.
No one's there. But it's a miracle. You can like literally just pull it up on your device. If it was the old times, you'd have to listen to it on the radio. And I've had to do that before. That's how like old I am. I've had to listen to the radio before.
I loved it. Like I liked that it was on like the radio though. Technically, like the app that I had to download in order for it to play throughout the car was a 98.6. Like it was
98.5.
Or it was decimals. Like there were numbers and decimals involved, which means it is a radio station.
It is.
We did listen to the radio.
Yeah, but then I stopped that and I just put on put the sound through my phone to listen to what they were saying on the TV. But needless to say, the Patriots won. The Patriots were victorious. The Patriots won. They're better than we thought. I take back everything I said about Gerard Mayo last week. I will never say a bad thing about Gerard Mayo again.
Oh, here we go. Again?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But I also did say last week that I wasn't just saying it to be a fan. Like, I had a strong belief that they were going to go in and at least compete. I did not think they were going to win, but I thought there was a chance that they would.
Yeah.
And I knew that they were going to cover, considering it was the fact it was my lock of the week. Or was it not?
Oh, was it?
It was. It was my lock of the week last week. Not a big deal. But the boys fought.
Wait, that's crazy.
The boys were physical. I loved everything about this team and everything they brought to the table. A New Jersey native, Jabril Peppers, came out, balled out. Ramondre Stevenson balled out. They traded Judon, not a problem. Keon White steps in and balls out with 2.5 sacks. Christian Gonzalez comes back from injury for most of the year last year. What does he do to Jamal Chase? Put him in a little bottle and puts him in his pocket. Jamar Chase had absolutely nothing. Christian Gonzalez said that he wants a new contract, but he's not going to earn that on me. Thank you, please. The Patriots won. The Patriots became out victorious. The Patriots don't want to know. Patriots have a winning record for the first time in a long time. And
winning record is in 1-1?
1-0. They're 1-0. They have more wins than they have losses.
Oh, yeah. Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah, the Patriots.
Thank you, Allah.
They're on a
praise Allah.
They're on a winning streak here. 1-0 seems pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
They have more.
You see what we had to sit through last year, the last couple of years?
Yeah, more wins and
Thank
losses.
God not to have Mac Jones
you're
anymore.
Celebrating a 1-0 scorecard there.
I am celebrating. We need all the celebrations we can get.
Right,
we haven't been celebrating anything since Brady left.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
It was incredible. It was incredible to watch. Now, did the team score 20 points yet? No. Okay, but that's fine. That's going to happen when the young buck comes in. But we'll get into the rest of the rookie quarterbacks, but the way the rest of the rookie quarterbacks performed made me happy that we are resting Mr. Drake May because there's some growing pains elsewhere.
It's still so crazy to me that these NFL teams would take a rookie and then make that rookie their quarterback. That's crazy.
Isn't it crazy? Like a 22-year-old kid, 23-year-old kid.
Yeah, and then they
toss him out there, and he's leading grown-ass men playing against another group of grown-ass men.
Yeah, it's literally crazy to me.
It's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
Yeah, so you're basically the CEO of a company at the age of 22.
I feel like, honestly, I would do a good job at that. But I wouldn't do a good job at remembering the plays. I would just do a good job at throwing the ball, I think. I think the memory aspect of it is, that's where I would get fuzzy.
Half the battle, baby.
I wouldn't be able to be, I feel like they always say green, 42 or something like that.
Red 80!
Yeah, something stupid. I wouldn't be able to do, that. But I would just be I'm going to throw it to you, so just be open and then figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you'd be a great high school and college quarterback.
Yeah.
And then we would see how you would translate to the NFL.
Exactly. I may translate in Espanol.
Portuguese.
Yeah, I could be, I'm I'm literally putting an accent on it. I'm going to throw it to yo. To yo.
To yourself?
To you? How do you say
how
do you say to you?
Usted.
To usted. What?
Por usted.
Por usted. I'm going to throw it usted. Mm-hmm. That's what I would say. That's what I would do. I would make everybody on the team learn Spanish or a different language, and then I would just talk normal. That's what these NFL leagues are missing out on here.
No, but they really do have their own languages.
No, I know, but I think that we just need to learn another language, and then that's how I would talk to them.
Okay.
Learn.
That way you can just scream it out.
Exactly. If I'm out here learning French, you know what I mean? I'd be
oui, oui.
Oui, oui. I'm going to throw it oui, oui. I'm
going to throw it with my oui, oui.
Exactly. Bonjour. I'm going to throw it to you croissant. And a croissant would be where you start here and then you end in the same spot, but you do a little arc.
Right.
Oh, oui, oui. Croissant. Silveira, croissant. And then that's exactly, and then just be open and it would be done. Easy.
Wow.
So
the modern NFL is missing you in your brain.
I know a lot. Hey, listen, a lot of things are. A lot of things are missing this steel trap up here.
So
whatever.
Are you impressed with the Patriots? Like it's like
I
Joe
didn't
Burrow.
get to- okay, listen,
Joe
but
Burrow's tremendous. Joe Burrow's tremendous.
I didn't get to watch a lot of it because I was driving, and like I know you wanted me to listen to it, but like I was driving.
You were white knuckling.
I was white knuckling because like I'm really not that good of a driver.
You're a great driver.
And I was like literally fumes of exhaustion. So like I was like literally like stay awake. Like I was like if I could have thrown up out of the window, kept my hands on the wheel, like had a water in my mouth at the same time, like and a pillow, like I would have, you know, but like I couldn't. So
after being behind the wheel for like a half hour, you were like, I don't know how you do this.
yeah.
I don't know how you do this.
But that's why every single time you drive, I say how grateful I am.
You do.
No, literally.
And this, we cannot, from the beginning of this year, 2024, you've done a tremendous job of stepping in relief when I need you to drive.
Yeah.
Literally the first day of the year when I was puking outside of the car. 3 times we had to pull over on the Mass Pike. Where were you? In the driver's seat.
Exactly.
Taking care of what needed to be taken care of.
And you know what that's called? The quarterback. That's called the quarterback. Okay?
Love it.
So.
And the NFL season got off to a hot start news-wise when your quarterback, Mr. Dak Prescott, signed the richest deal in NFL history. Your man Dak signed a 4-year, $240 million contract. 231 of those millions are guaranteed. The second that the ink dried, and also the second that the ink dried, he got a $80 million signing bonus. His bank account was wired $80 million.
Wait, $80 million on top
signing bonus. No, it's included. So part of that 231 million guaranteed, 80 million of that is a signing bonus.
I can't even do that. Oh, so 50. So
150
left.
Yeah.
Over 4 years.
Yes.
3 years.
Guaranteed with the potential of earning another 10.
That is crazy. And while I'm happy that it's like my team that's making all these record-breaking numbers, you know, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, I understand why the people get paid that much, because if it wasn't them, it'd go to like the owners, the coaches, blah, 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 whatever, or whoever.
Just go to the owners, yeah.
Make the fans pay less money, or make the beers like fucking $3. Like that to me is like what bothers me, where it's like, why are you so hiking up the prices then? Like, you know, like you're paying these people like if they took $1 million and then that from that $1 million, even if, like, let's just say it was like a season ticket holder thing, like even if they took like $1 million off the season tickets holders, whatever, and then the ticket holders had to pay like the remaining of whatever that portion was. Yeah, exactly. Like that would make more sense to me. Like, and that's like where just like I just feel like these people are getting paid so much money, it does not make sense. Right. You know what I mean? Like it just actually does not make sense to me.
No, I got you. And when it comes to like the concession stuff, I was actually watching a TikTok earlier of the concession stand prices at the Atlanta Falcons Stadium, because they have the same perspective as you, where it's just like the concessions are such a low part of the revenue generated by the team that the Falcons don't see the value in pumping up the prices. So like
amazing.
Like over there, for example, like you can get a beer for $5, you can get a bottle of water for $2, you can get a hot dog for $1.50.
How nice.
And I completely agree. However, like I also agree with the first point that you made, where it's just like, yeah, if like everyone always says athletes get paid too much money. No, like first of all, athletes have a finite amount of time in their career. The average NFL career is 3.5 seasons. So they only have that much time to make all the money.
But these big players don't. These big players is where they make all that they're making crazy amounts of money. I'm not talking about like these people that play 3 seasons that are making like a decent amount.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about like the Dak Prescotts, the
Mahomes,
Patrick Mahomes, like
Joe
obviously
Burrow.
Exactly. Like I love CeeDee Lamb, but like CeeDee Lamb, like you know what I mean?
They are an anomaly amongst anomalies. Like, think about all the big names that you know in the NFL. Still, with all those big names, still the average career length is still 3.5 years. So, like, to be one of those guys that makes it to a second contract and makes all that money, like, you are the 0.1% of the 0.1%. Like, and yes, you deserve that money, because if you don't get that money, then it's going to go right to Bob Kraft. It's going to go right to Jerry Jones.
I'm saying that,
it's going to go.
I just feel like all of that money, I just feel like the money in the NFL needs to get managed better. You know what I mean? Like, they need to bring an accountant in there and, like, actually, like, say, like, what's fair and what's not, because it just seems like there's, like, a weird fluctuation of who's getting paid what. Or, like, make the people that have been there for 10 years get paid more money. Make the people that are, like, on the sidelines get paid more money. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, $1 million can go a really long way for, like, those people. You know?
But they it's just the way the value is structured.
You're guaranteeing, like, Dak Prescott. Like, that's, like,
yes, because if Dak Prescott isn't on the field, people aren't watching. So that means that YouTube TV isn't buying the rights to Sunday Ticket. ESPN isn't buying the rights to Monday Night Football. Fox and CBS aren't buying the rights.
All I'm saying is I'm advocating for the people.
Which people?
By the people, for the people. Constitution.
So do you think Dak Prescott can win your team a Super Bowl? Because that's what you're paying him to do. Not you, but...
There's a probability that the Cowboys go very, very far this year. I do think so. I mean, I think that they're amazing. So it's like, it's hard. But, like, I also think, like, a lot of other teams are really good too. But, like, later on when we talk, like, via picks and stuff, like, I'm just having a bit of a hard time because I don't really know the teams yet, like, how they're supposed to be playing.
No one does.
Like,
no one does.
So it's hard for me to, like, pick certain things because I'm just like, I don't really know who's going to be good. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm waiting on.
I feel you. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I feel you.
Thank you.
And the Cowboys got their first W as well.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Both of our squads are 1-0.
Yes. Thank you.
I wish you were celebrating like me, but I guess you're used to winning.
You wish I was celebrating what, like you?
Like your team's first victory.
I mean, I am celebrating their first victory. I was happy. I was like, yay, good job. Let's go.
On to next week?
On to the next. You know, you can't. I think Joe Mazzulla said something along the lines of, I saw that he's the Celtics man, right? CBS Sports gave me a notification that, like, Joe Mazzulla said something, like, along the lines of, like, or someone, maybe the Chiefs. I thought it was Joe Mazzulla. But it was basically like, or maybe it's George Kittle.
Oh, it's okay. Just hit us with the quote. Just hit us with the quote.
It was.
We'll fact check you later.
The quote was something along the lines of, because obviously I don't remember the quote.
Land the plane. Land the plane.
Like, that was last year. And, like, now we have something to prove this year.
Oh, a quote did come out about Joe Mazzulla was talking about how, like, people were saying that a lot of people say that they're, like, going to defend the title.
Yes.
But how, like, defending the title is kind of like a weak term. How, like, in the, like, animal kingdom, like, the people at the top of the food chain, they actually go on attack. So the Celtics are going to be attacking this year rather than defending.
Yes. So that's how I feel.
Perfect.
And I love that. That's exactly what I meant. And that's exactly what I was talking about. And I really appreciate you knowing and understanding that.
Where's my gift? I gave you a gift for being right earlier.
What was the gift?
Your Ruby Rosa pen.
Oh. You also get this Ruby Rosa pen. We can share it. How nice is that? The winner's pen.
That's what we call it.
Yes. But other than the Cowboys winning, it was a very important game because Tom Brady, for the first time, was an NFL announcer on that game in particular. Crazy that he was announcing that game. But it was awesome. I think that, you know, it's a skill to be able to listen to the announcers and watch the game at the same time, I have to say. So,
well, the reason why you think that is because the first year and change that we were living together and watching games, you were under the crazy impression that I did not need to listen to the TV. And there's still times where you feel as though I could be it doesn't matter what sport's on. Oh, you don't need to be listening to that. You don't need to be listening.
I just, like, sometimes
and there's either music or
TikTok.
You know, TikTok on volume 20.
Listen.
I'm listening to the girls from the Toast talking about
Listen.
Lord knows what.
Sometimes it's hard, like, it's my ears. They get sensitive. You know what I mean? So, but sometimes it's literally hard for me to concentrate. Like, sometimes it's like noise pollution in here. Like, there's noise going on all the time. Like, I can't stand it. Like, sometimes I just need like a little bit of time where it's just like there's no noise, and like it comes in waves. So it's like if it's very loud, like for an extended period of time, and I get overwhelmed, like it's like I have to.
Know why though? Because you're also scrolling on your phone, listening to TikTok.
Yeah, but I also have a hard time of hearing, and you know that. So it's like hard because like I have to listen to everything on full volume in order to be able to hear it.
That's not true at all. We have the volume at like 12.
On the TV?
Yeah.
When have we actually ever had the volume on at 12? You know that it's always around like bed, 25, 26, 27, whatever. And it's right in bed. Yes. When I'm trying to go to sleep and you refuse to shut the TV off, that's when I have to kick it down all the way. Plus, there's no external noise going on. Like, it's not like I have to listen to it on volume whatever. You need to listen to it so you can listen to it on volume 12. Like, I can't pick up on it.
I put it on volume 8 when you're sleeping.
Yeah, exactly, when I'm sleeping, because I'm not trying to pick up on it. I don't need my ears, my antennas, my hearing aid to pick up on it. Okay? So when I listen to things, I need to be on volume 30. When you listen to things, you can listen to it on volume 5.
So how do you think, when you're listening on volume 30 to Tom Brady speak his beautiful, sweet voice, angel voice, what were you thinking?
Yeah, so back to my original point before you rudely interrupted me, was that it's very hard to concentrate on both of them because it is a skill, because it's hard to watch what's going on in the game, understand what's going on in the game, know that they're talking about the people that are in the game, and then also their commentary just about the game, about a story, while you're watching it at the same time.
I have a thought on this.
There's no,
and I'm gonna equate this. I'm gonna equate this to like a golfer when somebody first starts golfing.
I'm just letting you know that you're not letting me finish my point. Okay. But no. But I would love for you to. It's just you literally just asked me to get to it, and I'm trying to get to it, and now you're interrupting me again with another story.
Well, I have a rebuttal to that.
To what?
You saying that it's difficult to pay attention to them.
Okay, give me your rebuttal, sure, and then I'll land this plane.
I think that like it's the same thing as like a golfer when they start like playing golf, because they're so worried about their score. They're so worried about the score. Like, I shot a 120. I shot a 125. Like, it's all right. Or it's like in terms of you, like you're watching the game, you have to pay attention to this, you have to pay attention to that, and like you put a lot of pressure on yourself to pay attention and like know everything that's going on. You don't need to know everything that's going on. Just absorb it. Whatever your brain pays attention to, your brain pays attention to.
But my brain's not paying attention to it because I'm trying to get myself into it.
Understood.
So I'm trying to pay attention to it so I can get myself into it so I can watch it. Mm-hmm. Because you have to understand, there is not 1 ounce of my body that is used to watching football for 12 hours straight. Okay? So I'm trying to train my brain to watch it with you. Okay? And enjoy it. And actually have a conversation with you about it on these very airwaves. So I have to pay attention, don't I?
You do.
Otherwise, I wouldn't know what the hell's going on, because I would just see everyone fucking running around, flipping out sides, maybe getting a touchdown, maybe getting a field goal, calling penalties. I don't freaking know.
Free plays.
Yeah, so that's that. Anyway, I think when I was just listening to Tom Brady speak and not watch the game, I thought he did a great job. I loved what he did. What?
This is you listening to Tom Brady.
literally. Eyes closed, just ears open, heart wide, or whatever. Yes, 100%. I thought he did a great job. I love that he was explaining things. I'm interested to see like how much he still continues to explain in further games, like what more stories he's going to be talking about, like what he's going to go into. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really liked him on NFL, whatever it is.
It was on Fox.
On Fox.
I think he did a great job too. I think he did a tremendous job. Yeah. The NFL Red Zone guy, Scott Hansen, actually like during like the NFL like during Red Zone, he was cutting from one game to the other, and like he was basically when they went into the Cowboys game, and something happened in the play, and like Brady was saying what happened, and Scott Hansen was like basically made a comment on how Brady didn't seem excited enough. And like so people like started clipping it and putting it on Twitter and stuff. And like Scott Hansen actually like issued an apology, like sorry, like Brady, like I didn't mean it like that. Like that came out like completely sideways. And like Brady responded on Twitter and was like, dude, like this was my first game ever. I'm a like rookie at this. Like you're a pro. I appreciate your perspective. Like you're right. Like and he made a joke about how like he's gonna be like over exciting now. Obviously he was joking, but just cool that like I don't know. It just shows he's a guy's guy.
He's a rookie again.
He's a rookie again, exactly, and that's why he sees himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. It was great to hear Brady. I love hearing his stories. I love just hearing everything that he has to say about Belichick and the dynasty and winning Super Bowls and just being the fucking best. And I just fucking love him. I wish I could kiss him.
Amazing. Well, let's stop talking about other people that you want to kiss and let's get into maybe another topic.
Right. Back to prior to kickoffs of the NFL.
Okay.
Sunday, we're going to take you back to 10:30 a.m., a few hours before the game started.
Okay.
We're in Miami, right outside Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
And Mr. Tyreek Hill. You go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, and you start seeing videos of Tyreek Hill getting arrested outside the stadium. You don't know if he's going to jail. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if he hit a pedestrian. Like, you have no idea. Same exact situation, same exact feeling that we had with Scotty Scheffler getting arrested in Louisville during the PGA Championship.
Yeah.
And it was chaos. There's reports that his agent came to save the day, and there's other players that were getting handcuffed. Eventually, he was released, and obviously Tyreek Hill balled out. He had one of the most legendary touchdown celebrations once he scored a touchdown this week. He put his hands behind his back, and one of his teammates like walked behind him like he was an officer and like walked him off the field.
That's crazy.
Crazy. But back to the incident itself, video, like obviously most people have seen it by now, but what's that, camera footage?
Yeah, body cam.
Body cam, thank you. Body cam footage from the police officers have since come out from leading up to when the cops started following his car to when he was uncuffed and back in his car after. I've seen every ounce of footage there is, but I would like to first hear your point of view of what happened and your perspective on it.
My perspective of it is, why did he get arrested again?
So, the cop was on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And Tyreek Hill drove by in his Lamborghini, and the cop immediately chased him down, came up beside him and like told him to pull over. And in my perspective, the cop was aggressive from the get-go. I'm not really a Tyreek Hill guy, and I'm like, whatever, not an anti-police guy either, but this cop was overly freaking aggressive.
Totally.
Wait, like from the get-go, when he was still on his motorcycle, like he drove up next to me, and goes, like, pull the fuck over, and Tyreek Hill was like, okay, cool, and then Tyreek Hill puts his window down. The cop's being super aggressive. Tyreek Hill's like, what did I do? He's like, you were speeding, and like Tyreek Hill's like, whatever, and like the guy's being like, once again, aggressive. They get in a little bit of back and forth as the cop. Like, he goes to, like, look at the VIN number. He has the documents in his hands already, and it looks like he's going back to the motorcycle. Tyreek Hill puts the window back up, and, like, that pisses the cop off because he wants him to leave the window down. And Tyreek Hill, like, refuses to put the window down for a second. And then he finally does after resisting for, like, 10 seconds. And, like, another cop comes over and basically is like, no, you have to put that down. Put that window down. In fact, come out of the fucking car. And, like, they ripped him out. And pinned him against the ground, handcuffed him, brought him to the sidewalk, and like it just escalated it from there. And then teammates came over, his agent came over. One of his teammates, Calais Campbell, actually got handcuffed as well because they said he wasn't following direction and getting back. And the Miami Dolphins also issued a statement on it. I'm more than happy to read it for you, but I'm not a great reader. But long story short, my perspective on it is that these specific police officers, in my perspective, a police officer is supposed to protect and serve, sure, but they also have the responsibility of de-escalating situations,
Totally.
de-escalating scenarios like this. And just doing that. And I think these cops did the absolute opposite. Even like from when he pulled them over to when they got him out of the car to when they were putting Calais Campbell in handcuffs. They would give an order and not allow the person to obey the order. They would scream the order. Like Calais Campbell was walking back to his car,
right?
And the cop was like, "No, what? You're under arrest too. You're under arrest."
It just seemed like the cops, like from the videos that like you showed me, like they just got so like power hungry or whatever it's called, and like literally like, they couldn't stop. They were just like arresting everything and anyone. Like no one could have done anything right, and I felt like they were so unbelievably aggressive with Tyreek Hill, like throwing him to the ground for absolutely no reason. Like it just, I'm so glad that these cops have to wear these body cams now, because like that is so ridiculous to me. The fact that they treated him like that, and like sometimes like, yeah, like whatever, he put his window up, and like if they were like asking for it to be down, he was also on the phone at the same time. Like I think
calling
it was
his agent right away.
I think it was just like a mix of things. Like, so just like having to do that, like the window down, like he's probably trying to explain to him, like, I just got pulled over, like, hold on, like trying to explain things, like I'm literally on the way to the game.
They're outside the stadium.
Whatever. And so like for this cop to like just be so crazy, like get out of the car. And like when you show me the video of him, like when he was like, get out of the car.
And like Tyreek Hill opens the door.
He says, like, he opens the door and the cop's like, get out of the car, but is like saying get out of the car while he's lunging to Tyreek Hill and pulling him out. Like he did not give him his seatbelt was still on him. Like while he was like trying.
No, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. That was part of the citation.
No, his seatbelt, like you saw it, like hanging.
Yeah, right. Because he was trying to put it on when the guy was. Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't even matter. Like, I would, if I'm parking the car, like, I could unbuckle. Can't you unbuckle? I don't fucking know. Whatever it is. I just felt like they were unbelievably aggressive with him. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. Like, when I looked at the video, I was like, is anyone commenting that, like, this is, like, really aggressive? Like, that was just so weird to watch. Like, the fact that they were, like, just so, like, oh, God. Like, you're just such a loser. Like, you think you're so cool. Like, because you're a cop like that, like you look like a loser. Like, but that's the problem. Like, you think you look tough by doing that, but it just makes you look weaker. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, right. Not Tyreek. I'm talking about the cops or troopers or whatever those people are in the uniforms.
Right.
Losers. What's the statement from the Dolphins?
Statement from the Dolphins. The whole thing?
I mean, mind the gap.
Statement from the Dolphins. We are saddened by the overly aggressive and violent conduct directed toward Tyreek Hill, Calais Campbell, and Jonnu Smith by police officers before yesterday's game. It is both maddening and heartbreaking to watch.
I agree.
The very people we trust to protect our community use such unnecessary force and hostility towards these players, yet it is also a reminder that not every situation like this ends in peace, as we are grateful this one did. What if it wasn't Tyreek Hill is a question that will carry with resounding impact. We are proud to have a strong and positive relationship with the Miami-Dade Police Department and other law enforcement agencies, and recognize that the vast majority of officers do serve the community with the utmost character and desire to protect all citizens. However, as is on full display in the videos released tonight, there are some officers who mistake their responsibility and commitment to serve with misguided power. While we commend MDPD for taking the right and necessary action to quickly release this footage, we also urge them to take equally swift and strong action against the officers who engage in such despicable behavior. We will stand beside Tyreek and our players as they work to use their platform and this situation to make positive impact on our community. We have always believed that the game of football holds a unique power to bring people together, and remain hopeful that through the collective work of the players, organization, and our community partners, we can create lasting change.
Wow. I mean, thank God. I agree with them wholeheartedly. Great job with that press statement. I couldn't agree more. I wonder what's going to happen to these cops. What do you think? Probably nothing.
They're asking they've gone even further, and I don't know if it wasn't from this statement, but Miami Dolphins officials And even Tyreek Hill's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, has asked for this officer to be, like, fired.
I mean, it's insane. Like, the video really is crazy. Like, I just don't understand.
Right. I think that's why, like, to like my original point, a job of anybody in authority, not just police officers. It's the same thing if you're a teacher in a room with students. It's the same thing if you're a manager. It's the same thing if, like, you're a restaurant manager and you have people at the table complaining about, like, whatever, about their food or their service. Your job in that scenario of leadership, in that position of leadership rather, is to de-escalate situations.
Right.
And I think that, unfortunately, in this case, the opposite is true, where they only escalated the emotions, they only escalated the scenario, and they made it far worse than it had to be. And I think that was where the mistake is made. And sure, Tyreek Hill could have left his window down, but honestly, like, same thing when I was saying about Javon Baker was a completely different case last week, but like, I can't say that I would also, like, follow the direction of the cop. Like, he was being so crazy. Or, like, especially,
Right.
like, Jonnu Smith or Calais Campbell, or even there was footage of, like, Odell Beckham out there, too. Like, they were getting screamed at by the cops to get away. And, like, they were just like, yo, we're just asking what's going on.
Right.
And, like, for example, if, like, my friends and I were talking in the group chat, and we were talking about Jonnu Smith, who was, like, one of the players that was getting yelled at. Didn't get cuffed, but he was getting screamed at by the cops. And he's like, dude, I'm just chilling. Like, I'm just seeing what's going on with my man. Like, making
Right.
sure you guys, like, make sure he's good. And the cop just, like, started screaming at him. And, like, like, my friends, like, Mike, Christian, Ty, they were like, dude, if this was Nate, he would lose his fucking mind.
I'm
like, he would
crying.
freak out.
100%.
And I would have. I would have
yeah.
1,000% freaked out. So, crazy situation. What a wild thing to happen leading up to the NFL kickoff, first Sunday of NFL
No,
football.
I know. Like, it couldn't, and it, for Tyreek Hill, it couldn't have went any other way.
Couldn't. Because, thank you, because that's the exact point that I wanted to wrap this up on, is that this man thrives.
Yeah, it's like chaos follows him.
Chaos follows him, and he
'Cause
thrives
is
with that chaos.
He is a tornado.
He is. And at some point, you just got to respect it.
Yeah, so I hope that he's okay, though, because his little face was, like, chomping on pavement. Crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy town.
So I have 3 questions for you regarding NFL. Okay?
Go for it.
What did you think of the New York Giants uniforms?
Didn't see them. Next question.
Okay, don't have to even address that one. What do you think about the new Monday Night Football song?
Loved it. Next question.
What do you think about the baggy jerseys worn by Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner?
Loved it. Next
You
question.
like the bagginess?
I do.
I think there's a space for it.
I think there's a space as well. I think, you know what? It's like time for the foot. Like, if that's the way that you want to do it, like, bring back the 90s, like, bring it back. Like, I kind of think that there's, like, a little bit of swag to it. You know what I mean? Like, I love, like, the tight uniforms. Like, I obviously, I think it looks great because it's, like, where the padding is. So it just, like, folds over. It molds to it, I would say. But the baggy, oh my God, like, if it was, like, a throwback jersey and the throwback jersey was, like, baggy, it's giving vintage. Like, give me the runway. It's giving archival. Like, I would love that. So I'm all here for bringing back a throwback.
Then you would love the Giants jerseys then.
Oh, okay, perfect. Why?
They were a throwback since it was the 100th anniversary.
Stop. Okay, show them to me. Show them to me.
Advertise our hats while I do that.
Even though, of course. Please see here the most incredible, your favorites. Drama Sports Club hat here. And you do such a better job at this, but here I am doing it. You can find these at the doubledosepod.com. Double DOUBLE, dose DOS pod, POD, doubledosepod.com, where you can get hats like this for you and yours today. I mean, there's even our little logo in the back. Chic. I mean, you don't even have to say it's a throwback because it is just a classic. And here is, they wore these this week?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see this. Wait, I didn't see the Giants game at all.
They were getting their dicks kicked in.
I didn't see the game at all. Interesting. I feel like interesting. I kind of think I want to see that on the field, and then I can give my opinion. Oh, right there. There it is. Wow, interesting. Fans hated Giants Week 1 throwback jerseys.
I loved them.
Wow.
I think they're a throwback.
Interesting.
Like they're supposed to be different. They're not
Yeah,
supposed to be
I
what
think
you're
it's
used to
the
looking at.
tan pants that are throwing.
The tan pants are a little bit too much. They
Yeah.
would have been better with white pants or blue pants, but
Yeah, but I mean, I like the jersey, I guess.
right. Sticking in New York, only we've talked about this in the past, but I just think it's the number when the dollars amounts come out and like it becomes real. It's way more fascinating. Hassan Reddick.
Who's that? Again, I know we've talked about
It's a man that the New York Jets traded for from the Philadelphia Eagles, expecting him to sign a new contract, and he still hasn't signed his new contract.
I don't remember.
So the Jets traded for him basically, and he still hasn't showed up for work one day for the New York Jets
Why?
because he wants a new contract.
Okay.
And however, he has an existing contract. He just wants a new one.
Okay.
He wants more money, so he refuses to show up.
Okay.
He's holding out.
He didn't go to the game?
He didn't go. He hasn't even gone into the Jets facility since they traded for him.
So he's just getting fined?
He's getting fined. He's already accumulated over $5 million worth of fines. And with missing last night's game, he forfeited his $800,000 game check.
Wow. How much does he get paid? A lot?
Enough to where he makes $800,000 a game.
Yeah, so like why is he...
Because he wants more. And instead, he's digging himself a big hole.
I mean, I feel like this is kind of stupid.
It is very stupid.
I don't even know who it is. You know what I mean? So, like, I think you need to show up to work, Hassan. Go to work. It's okay. Like, you're making $800,000 in a game, Hassan. Go to work. Go to work. Moving on.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Deshaun Watson had a tough day.
Deshaun Watson is massage man, right?
Massage man. Actually, another lawsuit came out yesterday alleging a very similar
He has
than
like
the other
1,000 sexual assault charges.
Yeah, the other ones got pretty much dropped or he settled them, and the new one came out Monday. He just can't not escape this. But I really didn't even want to get into that because when you get into the allegations, it's just like a slippery slope. But people believe that he created a burner account on Twitter, and he's actively defend himself on Twitter.
But like to who? To like all of the comments? Like
yes.
It's like one out of like whoever. Like it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Like I mean, I'm sure like these people would like do that stuff, but like for actually what? To like be one person out of so many, like it's just weird. Like, oh yeah, that one guy likes me, like to make himself feel better, even though it's him, doesn't make sense to me. So
just to get that energy out without having his name on it.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Next. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were at the U.S. Open this past weekend. I can't believe it was still going on. Like it felt like very long to me this time around. And they were seen jamming out to some songs, grinding up on that thing together, you know, out in the public eye after the Chiefs got the win on Thursday. Yes, they were out on Friday or Saturday, one of those, at the U.S. Open.
They were out Sunday.
How do you feel? Oh, perfect. How do you feel about like seeing them in public?
It's weird seeing them in public. His fit was fire.
You like the bucket hat?
I like the Gucci everything. It was just interesting because they were there. They met up with Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes.
Yeah.
And Brittany was wearing a very similar fit to him, so it looked hilarious. And also, I just don't buy I just can't buy the fact that they're all friends, because if they were friends when they show up, they're together.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe I'm just not privy to how the rich people move around.
I mean, if we were going to the U.S. Open, like
with our friends, we would probably go with them.
No, sometimes you would meet them there. Like sometimes you meet people at like a game. Like if you're gonna go to the tailgate, like you all drive separately to the tailgate, so they're all driving separately to the event.
Sure.
There's not really much to speculate about here other than they went to Lucali's after. Did you see that? And like they got literally like the entire streets of Brooklyn came out to see them, which like I feel bad they can't even have a sliced pizza. But like I appreciate that she is grinding up on that thing in public. Like I just like that she's being a normal girl, because it's like that's the way that I act with you, you know? Like if a song comes on that I know that I like and you know and you like and we can sing it together or like whatever, like we are in it. It's karaoke time. It's Dance Dance Revolution and we are making a performance. So I was definitely glad that they were like, who gives a fuck? Like, what are they supposed to be, stuffy? Like, weird. They're literally boyfriend and girlfriend living their life. They're millionaires, superstars. Like, who cares? And that's, like, kind of just, like, what I have to say. Now, do I think it's cringy? Of course I think it's cringy, but, like, what isn't with them? You know what I mean? And it's great. Like, live your life, though.
Right.
Live your life like that.
Right. And
they're not hurting anyone. They're literally just, like, showing their love off.
Right.
And I fully, obviously believe it.
Yeah, I mean.
She went to the game in her denim on denim fit. Like, I'm, like, loving this. Like, I just like it because to me, it just, I don't know her, but it feels like she's happy. And so, like, to me, it's, like, nice to see other women happy. You know, I'm like, oh my God, you're doing your thing. You're happy as can be with your man. Right. Like, that's great.
Yeah, I feel like I change my opinion on them every single time they're back 100%. Up in the news. And I'll change my opinion again next week, I'm sure. But, yeah, I think seeing them at the U.S. Open, besides the cringe part, the other part for me is that, like, I've never seen her out in public like this. She's never been out in public like this. She's always been like a hush-hush hideaway in her place in Rhode Island and just just be away from the public.
Right.
So to see her out in public and like to this extent with her mans is, I mean, isn't that like, that's kind of what you want, right? Like that's, you want to be able to do that. So
this makes more sense to me than when she would literally be locked away.
I agree.
So.
Still not sold that it's real, their whole relationship.
I'm sold. I don't know why.
You're sold?
But I'm sold.
I don't know why I'm not sold.
I just think for him, it just feels like very not like him. Like,
yes, I think that's the thing.
You know, it's like, but I think if you're Taylor Swift, you could probably be like anyone's type. You know, I feel like you're like literally like.
What do you think about his new haircut?
I like his haircut. The mustache, like everyone has their moment. You know what I mean? Like everyone has the mustache moment. So like, let him be.
Right, but his hair. He's growing out his hair a bit, but like keep it the
your thing.
Line up.
I liked it.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah, I like it. I think like it's just interesting, like the lineup part of it.
Not convinced.
Maybe I'm just a hater.
But maybe you're a hater that wants to get into his double D's threes this week.
I do, but I'm also a gentleman of a hater, so you get to go first this week.
You're not a gentleman of a hater. You just be a gentleman hater because I'd be therefore calling me a hater.
Sorry.
You're a gentleman of a lover. What? You didn't like it?
I like it.
Thank you.
I have to stop snapping this pen underneath the microphone.
Okay, so leave the winner's pen in the winner's circle.
Okay, fix my
double D's threes this week is currently like the 3 NFL couples that I'm liking. And my third one is I want to see where Kyle Juszczyk goes.
Yeah.
How do you say the last name?
Perfect.
I want to see where the Juszczyks go. Like I'm ready to follow that story again of her building her fashion empire with NFL. It would like kind of split between her and Alex and Braxton Berrios, who plays for the Dolphins, but they move down like the list. Like I'm not like so fully obsessed with that, you know, but I like that she has fun and goes to the games, Alex. But number 2 is the Biles, Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens.
Yep, he scored a touchdown this weekend.
Scored a crazy touchdown. I love them. I love her. Like, what a cool couple. I can't wait to see her on the field when she has some time. And then my number 1 couple, of course, is just the couple that I literally, like, if we were in the NFL, like, if you were in the NFL and I could be anybody, like, if we could be a couple, it would be this couple because not only is he a baller, literally. Not only is he on one of the greatest teams in the NFL, the color scheme's good. They party every week. They take a party bus to the game every week. And then if there's a celebration, they party back after. Every time before he goes out on the field, they share a moment. They give kisses. She pushes him on the field or she gives him a butt tap. And this couple is not only my favorite, they're also so cute together. Like, they're so hot together, you know, and, like, she's just amazing. Like, I wish I could be her. It is the Kittles. It is Claire and George Kittle. Unbelievable. Amazing. I love their vibe. I just want to be her friend. Like, I want to party with her. Like, I want to be on the bus partying with her. I wouldn't make it out alive. Like, I don't think I would make it to the game.
Oh, you'd be puking.
I'd be Pukesville, but it's okay. And that's fine. Like, I would just learn how to manage my alcohol better still. Like, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
I've taken,
That goes
years
great.
of experience. But, yeah, still can't get that down. But whatever. You live and you learn. But, I mean, like, I want to be friends with them. Like, I just, like, the fact that they take a party bus to every game is so amazing to me. And, like, that they make everything a party. Like, why not celebrate? Like, he plays in the NFL. He's a fucking baller. Like, you guys have so much money like that. Like, where you can just afford to do these things. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, but even aside from the money, I think obviously that frees them up, but they just seem so happy.
Yeah, no, exactly. But, like, I'm saying they have, like, the money to have an actual bus, like a Kittle bus with his face on it or whatever, his name on it, and then, like, drive that to the game. Like, some of these NFL players can't do that, you know? Yeah. It's amazing. They seem so happy. Like, they just seem like everything's in, like, a good place. And I don't know if it's, like, fake or whatever, but I don't think it is, and I love it. Like, I just think that, and, like, she is a baddie. Like, she is amazing. And, like, I love her style. Like, it gives it. I love it.
Love it.
I love it.
Great job, Bubba.
Thank you.
So, honorable mention, Alex Earl, Braxton Berrios. Number 3, the Use Checks. Number 2,
Simone Biles.
And Jonathan Owens. Number 1, the Kittles.
Yes.
Tremendous.
Thank you.
Here comes the hater in me. After week 1, obviously I'm riding a high with the Patriots, and I thought the Patriots were going to be the worst team in the league. That's well documented. But now I'm celebrating the fact that there might be 3 worse teams right now in the NFL. So my WD's 3s are the teams that I believe may be worse than the Patriots this year in the NFL. Number 3, the Tennessee Titans. Now, there's still a lot to be figured out here. They have a young quarterback. The expectations were high, yet they played like absolute garbage this weekend. Okay. And the Patriots, I believe if the Patriots played them this week, the Patriots would win. So the Tennessee Titans. Okay. Number 2, the New York Giants with those ugly,
you thought they were ugly.
No. I'm just in a hater mode. I thought they were
drinking the haterade.
Yeah, I'm drinking the haterade.
So drink your haterade and just say it. You think they're ugly?
I like the jerseys. I don't know why I said ugly. I genuinely like the jerseys.
God, you literally think they're so ugly.
The New York Giants.
You said ugly.
They're a mess. The New York Giants are an absolute mess. Nobody they're just a mess. The quarterback doesn't know what he's doing. Daniel Jones. The coaching staff doesn't know what they're doing. Everyone's just in disarray. It's going to fall apart quickly there. New York Giants. And number 1, the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers, from the ownership to the freaking stadium themselves, is an absolute mess. You can buy 2 tickets, right? Actually, yeah. How much do you think it would the cheapest ticket for the game this week in Carolina? What do you think you could buy a pair of tickets for? Not even one, a pair of tickets for.
$50.
Less.
$25.
Less.
$10.
Less.
What?
Buy a pair of tickets for $1.50.
Shut up.
Because they are that bad.
Wait, 2 tickets?
2 tickets for $1.50.
No,
Swear.
I don't believe that.
Swear.
It was 75 cents for a ticket?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, I saw a screenshot of like people like saying I got 2 tickets for $1.50.
No way.
Yes.
That's less than a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
That's less than, or it's the same price as I think like a Costco hot dog.
It's less than coffee.
That's it's less than a half of a coffee.
Right.
Especially if you're going to Starbucks. It's a fraction of it. That's like a side of the milk.
Doesn't matter where you're going these days for a coffee.
Seriously. What even is $1.50 anymore to anybody? If something's $1.50, I'm buying it. Like if I see anything that's $1.50 anywhere, I'm buying it.
Right.
Because it's literally $1.50.
It's basically buying like 2 lemons at the grocery store.
That's crazy. Wow.
It's time!
It's time to get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week.
Sick puppy back to the Giants. The sick puppy, first group of sick puppies are the Giants fans. Why? there's a group of them that waited outside the stadium where the players exit for Daniel Jones to come out, and they just absolutely laid into him.
Oh,
I've never felt worse for a professional athlete than
he's just never good though.
Daniel. No, he's been horrible.
He's the one last year with that meme, right? That was like,
yep, exactly.
Like he was like this. He was like,
yes,
right,
right.
right.
And he signed a $140 million contract going into last season. And since then, he's thrown more interceptions for touchdowns than touchdowns to his own team.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean,
so
he's like a weatherman. He's half his job is always wrong or whatever.
Exactly. Great point.
Thank you.
But my question that I've asked on these airwaves a lot of times, he's a perfect example of it. Is it worth making that money?
No, Baba.
And making it to that level and having to deal with this, or is it worth never making it at all?
It's worth making it and making that money and having to deal with it.
Speaking about keeping your cool, these people are on the other side of the fence screaming at him, and he's just like walking to his car.
I put my headphones on, noise cancel it, like that Air Max, like the noise canceling.
Yeah, he should be.
And I'd be blasting some, like, I don't even know what I'd be blasting.
Mel Robbins.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins.
Literally. Yeah, no. Any Robin that would help me out. Seriously. Freaking Robin Hood is what they need.
Yeah, I mean, hope he's okay. Jesus. Other sick puppy is Jason Kelce, the other Kelce brother. He debuted on the pregame show of Monday Night Football this week. The thing is that he forgot his dress shirt and suit jacket
here.
In his truck before he left for the plane.
Awful.
So he had to go to the mall and get a new dress shirt, but obviously he's he just retired from the NFL. He's a big dude. They don't just make shirts his size and his
big and tall.
Exactly. So he went to Lululemon, I guess, got a dress shirt, and it looked like it was fitting pretty well, but it was loose. I mean, it was the buttons were popping on his chest, and he acknowledged it right away. And when he was introduced on Monday Night Football, he said, and they talked about how he left his shirt and explained that he had to go to the mall. And he said, "It fits my belly now. I've lost a little bit of weight since my playing days, but my tits are still struggling."
Crazy.
Tremendous. On national TV. First thing he's ever said on national TV, in this new job of his. I'd be shitting myself. I go on to a freaking meeting at work with 4 people.
No, you just gotta, you are who you are. You know what I mean? And they hired you because you're you. They didn't hire you because you're somebody else, you know? And that's him. That's very Jason Kelce to just say that.
I agree with you. I agree. And I love it. And I love every second of it.
Tits out for the boys.
Tits out for the boys. Tits out for the boys. Say what? Anyways, interesting cat.
Moving on to our interesting cat.
Meow. I loved it.
Thank you.
Carson Steele of the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. Carson Steele is a rookie fullback for the Kansas City Chiefs, and he has a pet alligator. His father gifted him the alligator for Christmas when he was in 2nd or 3rd grade. That's a quote from him. He didn't remember if it was 2nd or 3rd grade.
Thanks.
According to Carson, he's had him for a little while now. He's in a big aquarium at home. He has his own room at his parents' house that is basically like a little aquarium.
I just don't understand, to open the door and there's glass and there's this alligator just swimming around.
Pretty much.
How big is this alligator?
4 to 5 feet long. His name is Crocky J. And even though he is an alligator, not a crocodile, he says that he was in 2nd or 3rd grade when he named him, and he thought that was a cool name, Crocky J.
Wait, what's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile other than the way they say goodbye? No, but literally, what is the difference?
I don't know.
You think it's the snout?
It's like the one of them has a longer snout than the other. One of them has a longer tail.
They're both so frightening to me.
So frightening.
I just couldn't even imagine being in an environment if that my father would give me an alligator.
We did not grow up the same.
No, we just actually did not grow up like that. The fact that he has one like in his home. Like I'm just so confused. Like I need to see this aquarium. Like we need to pay visit. Like you know how they do on like the news, like where it's like they have their hands behind their back and they like go and they're in like a blazer or whatever and they go to these people's homes and they like look at things or whatever. Like that's exactly what I want to do to this man Crocky J's alligator. This man Crocky J. What is his name?
Carson Steele.
Carson Steele. I need to go see about this Crocky J.
Carson did say that he wants to eventually, bring Crocky J to Kansas City with him. He just has to fill out some.
What does that mean to Kansas City with him?
He wants to like take Crocky J out of his parents' home and bring him with him since it's his alligator. But he needs to fill out some paperwork in Missouri for exotic animals.
I'm just so confused. Like, what is he trying to do with this alligator? Like,
it's
actually,
pet.
I don't like. Is he petting this out? Is he actually petting this alligator? Like, what is this alligator doing in his home?
Oh, it's hanging out, baby.
But like, what is it doing?
I don't just swimming around.
When you like, you're like, hey, Crocky J, what's up? Like, what do you do with an alligator? That's your pet.
Hang out.
I just don't understand. Like, they're just.
Do you think Crocky J would attack him?
Yes, that's what I like. It's an alligator. Like they're not normal. Like they're not. Are they mammals? No, right? Or is it a reptile? What is it? An amphibian? What is it?
It's a dinosaur, is what it is.
Oh, it is.
I don't know.
They definitely are. I think they are.
Well, they're definitely an amphibian or whatever reptile or something that you described, but. To me, they're the oldest form. Like
they are.
They're the closest thing to a dinosaur that there is.
They're dinosaurs, prehistoric, and they're scary as fuck. So maybe you shouldn't have one in your parents' home. I can't believe his mom's okay with that. Like we got an
Imagine
alligator
what it
in the
smells
other room.
like when you walk past that room.
Ew, I could not imagine. And then what if it gets angry, just chomping away in there? Like ew, I just could not ever you couldn't. You just couldn't pay me. There are just so many different people in this world. There truly is, and they're all special for their own reasons. But that's definitely one for the books.
I agree.
See you later, alligator.
In a while.
In a while, crocodile. That may have to be our episode. Our episode title. See you later, alligator.
Perfect.
So good.
Book it.
Booked
Ready for your
busy.
picks?
Let's do it. You go first since I was a gentleman before.
We both were 1-2 last week. We both had 1 win and 2 losses. So we have to turn it around here. Okay. So my first pick this week is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 7.5 at the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Just simply too many points. I think Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield are better than this line. Detroit, they won, but they didn't perform too hot. So I think there's some recency bias here, and I think Tampa will easily cover that 7.5 points. Next up, the New York Jets, minus 4.5 at the Tennessee Titans. Earlier on in my Double D's threes, I said how I felt about the Tennessee Titans. I think they stink. I think the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers bounce back from their tough game against the 49ers and get back in their winning ways. And I think that they cover that 4.5 very easily. Lastly, and I was going to say the Indiana Pacers. I can't speak tonight. Indianapolis Colts, minus 3.5 at Green Bay. Green Bay is going to have Malik Willis starting at quarterback. Jordan Love is hurt. He has a sprained MCL. I've suffered that injury myself. People say that he might play this week. There's no shot in hell he's going to play this week. I have to sneeze. No longer have to sneeze. So there's no way. He's going to be out about a month. I don't know why you snickered when I said I've had this injury myself. But I have. And so there's just no way. Indianapolis Colts, Anthony Richardson, they're going to ball out. They're going to cover that 3.5 easily. I might literally get back into gambling just to put my life savings on that.
Oh, perfect. So mine picks this week are the Saints versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys are minus 6.5. I picked the Cowboys. 49ers versus the Vikings. The 49ers are minus 6.5. I picked the 49ers. And the Jets versus the Titans. The Jets, just like you, picked minus 4.5. I picked the Jets. So Cowboys, 49ers, and Jets this week.
Love it.
Thank you. And then let's get to things you may have missed.
Things you may have missed. Ronaldo, first of all.
Yes.
Weekly Ronaldo update. He scored his 900th career goal.
Go you, Ronaldinho.
No. Ronaldo.
Okay, whatever. I just like to add a little.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, whatever. Go you, Ronaldo.
Ronaldinho was a Brazilian.
Okay. Just be nice, okay?
I love you. I love you dearly.
Move on.
Hey, don't be upset.
Next.
I love you.
Yeah.
He actually scored 2 goals this weekend for Portugal.
Great.
I love him. He's a god. CJ Stroud, quarterback for the Houston Texans, officially signed an endorsement deal with the brand. This is kind of a big deal. Who was he going to choose? He chose the Air Jordan, Michael Jordan's brand.
Kind of random.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Aren't Jordans like basketball?
Yeah, but they make cleats. Like, Jordan cleats are becoming a thing.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Like, Jalen Hurts wears Jordan cleats.
I feel like that's like very few and far between, though, who are Jordan cleats, right?
Yeah, they're very selective with who they partner up with.
Yeah.
Only like really the like superstars wear them.
Oh, okay. Good for you, CJ Stroud. Rock those Jordans, girl.
Keon White, member of the Patriots that I said balled out. He's Matthew Judon's replacement.
Yeah.
He performed so well that he got a notice the next day on Monday that he had to take a random drug test for performance enhancing drugs.
God, they thought like he was literally
Juicing it up.
From who?
The NFL.
And was he?
No, he passed the drug test.
Negativo.
Exactly.
Losers for having to freaking try to do that to our man, to your man, really.
Yeah, I love Keon White. Netflix announces a new docuseries with Aaron Rodgers called Aaron Rodgers Enigma.
Enigma?
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch that.
Me too.
They were definitely filming all of last year of what was going on with him.
Yeah, I think it even goes back to like when he was like leaving Green Bay and stuff.
That would be interesting.
Very
I would like to watch that.
Kendrick Lamar was announced as a Super Bowl halftime performer. This left a lot of people unhappy because the Super Bowl is taking place in New Orleans, and so a lot of people thought if they're going to go with the rap route, a lot of people wanted Lil Wayne, who's been advocating for it.
No, stop.
Lil Wayne's have come out and like he's been like really wanting it. And there's like, I never understand the rap drama because apparently this ties in with like Jay-Z and stuff.
No, stop. Like Lil Wayne has to. Like this is ridiculous. It's in like that's literally like his hometown.
Right.
How could they not?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous. And like Lil Wayne now is like even like little kids can listen to him. Little kids, little grandkids, little grandpa, little grandma, little ma, little papa, little you can listen to Lil Wayne. Everybody can listen to Lil Wayne.
Bottles in the club.
No, it's oh my God, what is it like? I can't even think of any
Weezy F Baby.
No, it's like when she Wayne, she pose or whatever. I love it. Lil Wayne is like I couldn't even imagine that would have I mean obviously like Kendrick Lamar is good, like Kendrick Lamar aka Benz to me just a car, but like come on, you could have had Lil Wayne. Like it's Lil Wayne greater than sign Kendrick Lamar.
Easily.
Period. Everyone would agree with that. Even Kendrick Lamar would agree with that.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you. Alex Morgan, U.S. Women's National Team superstar and NWSL superstar, announced that she's retiring from soccer immediately because she's pregnant with her second child.
congratulations to Alex Morgan on an incredible career.
She actually, did you see her post of her walking into her last game?
You showed it to me.
Beautiful.
Yes, with her other baby girl by her side. She's rocking with her soccer purse in one hand, her baby's hand in the other. Love it.
Was that soccer purse what Alex Earl or what?
The Judith Lieber?
Yeah. I
don't think so. It doesn't look like it's bedazzled, but it very well could be. Very well could be. But there's also a large chance that it's not.
Okay.
I was looking at it too for that reason, but if it's bedazzled, yes. Okay. If it's not, then no.
Okay. Arina Sabalenka wins her second consecutive U.S. Open.
Amazing. I mean, an absolute icon.
We called that from the beginning.
We saw her. We saw her do it. We saw it here first, folks. We reported on it. She's a beast.
She's a beast. She beat Jessie Pegula, a U.S. woman, in the final. But however, in terms of Jessie Pegula, she her content game was great throughout the U.S. Open. She actually had a bunch of content revolving her commuting to the matches on the subway.
On the subway.
Right.
On the train.
Yeah.
She's a girl's girl. She's
Right.
a city girl. And honestly, like, there's part of me that like agrees with her. There's part of me that doesn't. Like, you don't have to take the subway. Like, I get it. Where she's like, I don't like the cars.
But it makes sense. She's like, I'm gonna fucking vomit if I stay in traffic. Stop and go traffic. Stop and go traffic. Like, I'd rather just
Get there. Like, let's go.
right. And then like there was another video that she posted like at the day after or the next after her next match, where like enough people told her to take the Long Island Railroad. It's like cleaner and better. So she did that on the way back. So she also documented that.
That's funny. I told you that we should have we could have taken that too on the way back.
Right. We just had to wait like 2 hours.
Yeah, if we waited 2 hours, it would have taken 20 minutes instead of 45. Like, you and I, but
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
We did a great job doing what we did.
Right. I've mentioned this before, but Jessie Pegula, her parents are billionaires.
Yeah.
So it's even cooler to see her with that perspective because she literally grew up a billionaire.
Yeah, well, sometimes there's no better way. Like, if it takes so long to get anywhere with a car in the city or outside of the city, like, you might as well just take the fucking train.
Right. It's like whatever's going to get me there is going to get me there. Like, I have nothing to prove.
Going to get me there the fastest.
Right.
Exactly. Andy Cohen still takes the train.
And if Andy Cohen's doing it.
And if Andy Cohen's doing it, I'm doing it.
Who's the most famous person you've ever seen on the train in New York City?
I've seen on the train?
Yeah. Or just like waiting at the platform.
I don't know. I don't know.
I've never seen.
I have one in my mind, and like I just like actually don't remember, and it's like so annoying because it's like I definitely was with like Heather or something who would remember. Like, I'm so bad with this stuff, you know. Like, it just like literally in my brain 1 second, like completely out the other. But like I see it in my head.
Right.
Don't remember.
We saw who was on the street? Roman from Succession.
Roman from Succession. Mm-hmm. We saw him on the street with the pizza box.
You saw him, really? I didn't see shit.
Well, I mean, he was literally in front of us, and you didn't see because you didn't have your glasses on. So.
Don't have my glasses on. I see you beautifully.
Yeah. Yikes.
On the men's side, Yannick Sinner, the cheater man.
Yeah.
He won the U.S. Open.
Like, how is this even fucking fair?
I don't know.
I'm over that.
Me
like,
too.
I don't care about you. Like, I'm not going to congratulate you because...
Asterisk.
Sorry that you had performance-enhancing drugs in your system and probably still do. Like, I'm not going to congratulate you. How is the U.S. Open even going to say that, like, that they're crowning him a champion? That doesn't make any fucking sense. He literally has...
He'll be on the Honey Deuce Cup for the rest of the time.
Yeah, like, he has performance-enhancing drugs in his body still. That is illegal, and yet he won. Like, I hope that all of the men's tennis players are upset about this because this is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, they were outraged before. They were outraged after.
This is ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, like, you're a freaking loser by doing that. If you're gonna win, try to win fair and freaking square. See ya, loser.
One tennis player that we mentioned.
He is Yannick Sinner because he always be sinning. He stays sinning. Sinner.
Another a tennis player that we said took objective to the results of his tests and his punishment is Mr. Nick Kyrgios. And Nick Kyrgios, we mentioned, has been calling games throughout the U.S. Open, but he also did like a great content piece with Matthew McConaughey, where basically they were just playing tennis on Arthur Ashe Stadium, and like they actually had a sit down that hasn't really been released yet. Sit down interview. I would do some funny things so that I could be just in a fly on the wall, just a producer on that set.
Oh, 100%. Me too. And like, I saw the video of Matthew McConaughey and Nick. Is it Kyrgios? Kyrgios? Whatever it is. We all know who he is. We love him. It's not, no disrespect. We love you. But I saw the video of them like playing like back and forth tennis, which is just so crazy that they're just like smacking a ball around. But like the way that Matthew McConaughey speaks, like, the man speaks in riddles. Like, he speaks in tongues.
He does.
He literally does. Like, he's like, I realized that about an hour and a half after I've been running, that I've been doing the same thing for 3 hours. Like.
And it beats running on a treadmill.
Yeah, like, but you got sweat. Like, or something freaking, like, it was like, why did I be run for an hour and a half and I could be doing this for 3 hours? Like, it was just like so, the way he speaks, it's like literally in tongues. Like,
I love him.
everything he says, it's like in a rhythm. Like, he has a rhythm in his life. Like, it's like a constant
Cadence.
thump. It's a constant thump and cadence. Like, but like, he literally, this man speaks in riddles. Like, he's like, and I thought, why the hell not? Like, what? I just love, like, icon.
Right. And
Legend.
The day before, the U.S. All this happened at the U.S. Open with him and Nick. He was at the Texas-Michigan game at Michigan, and he's the biggest Texas Longhorns fan ever.
Speaking in riddles, I'm sure there too.
And he always just does this thing where he needs the Longhorns to make a big play. He's there on the sideline. He's there on the sideline, and he's just waiting for that play to happen. He's just always over there like this, and I love it. I need to release my inner Matthew McConaughey for my sports teams, and I think they'll get back to winning ways.
I agree. You have to. It's just like all about manifest destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Manifest it. So
beautiful.
Thank you.
The last thing that you may have missed is that Live versus PGA Tour. Merger was announced last year. They're still negotiating everything out, right? But part of those negotiations, the kind of the peace treaty, I'll say, a first leg has dropped here, where there will be a match, Live versus PGA Tour, that takes place in Las Vegas in mid-December. It's going to be Rory McIlroy and Scottie Scheffler versus Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka, head-to-head.
Wow, crazy.
In Vegas.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then they announced that this week, and then this upcoming weekend, negotiations are going to ramp up.
I wonder how much they're going to get.
Who knows? But Tiger Woods is going to be meeting with the Saudis to be part of the negotiations, and so this is going to get interesting very quickly.
This is going to get big money.
Big money. Things to watch: NFL, obviously. College football, obviously. But one of the things, aside from that, what I'm most excited to watch is what is going to be one of the most wild sporting events of all time. UFC is hosting a pay-per-view event at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Crazy.
First sporting event there.
I can't believe it's already come up. Like, we had spoken about this. I was like, I can't believe this already happened.
Snuck up on us quick.
Felt like we just reported on this.
Right. It's going to be crazy.
It is.
Dana White's basically said that he's put so much money into this. There's no way that the UFC is going to make $1 out of it, but he's just been excited about like the challenge of it.
It's amazing.
He also said that
pour your heart into it. It's nice to see he still has a passion for it.
Oh yeah, big time. He's also said that they're going to be showing a movie between fights.
A movie?
Yeah, like the Sphere is going to turn into like a movie. So like,
I wonder what the movie is going to be.
I don't know.
Like a Rocky Balboa of sorts?
I'm not sure, but that's kind of pretty cool.
I love it. I would love to be there, like at the Sphere. I want to go to something at the Sphere.
Me
really
too.
bad. Anything. Like literally, I'll take anything.
Right.
I'll take tickets. $1.50. Going once.
For that?
Going twice. Sold to me. I'm going to the Carolina Panthers. Well, thank you, Nathan. Thank you for always explaining everything to me. Thank you, everybody, for listening to episode 99. 100 is next week. It is a big freaking deal. But up until then, we have literally made almost 100 episodes together. And every single week, it just gets better. It just gets sweeter. The stories get juicier. The drama gets more intense. And the drama of Sports Club just keeps on growing. I'm so happy that we get to do this every single week. I love spending this time with you. It is literally so much fun. I cannot believe that we sit here and put microphones to our mouths and talk the craziness that we do, but I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. I'm so lucky.
I'm the lucky one.
I love you so much. Here I'm cheersing the actual last drop I have. No, I'll cheers the last drop. Very last drop. And see you later, Crocky J. Cheers.
Cheers. Love you.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.